Hi, I'm Daniel Michael Anthony Minutolo. I'm the bass player from the Bosom band.
Hi, I'm Monica Lynn Chase. I am the lead singer in Bosom Band.
My name's Eric. We're with the Bosom Band, and you're watching UTS Network.
Tonight on Delaware Valley Original Music Showcase.
What do you got? I was like, pull one out. And I was like, well, play a 12-bar blues, pick any key, doesn't matter, and I'll just start singing.
And welcome to our season finale of the Delaware Valley Original Music Showcase. Tonight we meet the Bosom Band as we go a little bit blues. And while you already know the routine, we'll watch the video and then the interview.
Don't need a man, times are tough, just want your hand. I just need your hand. Won't you stay just a little longer? Keep your clothes on, just stay a while. Won't you stay just a little longer? Keep your clothes on, just stay a while. World is empty of happiness, so won't you stay just a little longer? Keep your clothes on, just stay a while.
Well, there's their video, so now it's time to meet the band.
Mike is a rock style drummer, classic rock style, a little bit of prog rock thrown in. So you have that kind of a drummer with Monica's vocals, which are, her vocals are, she's very subtle and builds to a mammoth, powerful ending. So that in itself is unique, right? So now you have these primal, technically interesting rhythm going with that type of voice. Then you bring a guitar player in, like Eric, who is nothing but flavor. He knows how to flash, but he knows how to have flavor. That brings its own unique ability, and my forte has always been to lay a groove. From the very first time I picked the bass up, I learned how to put a groove down. So my thing is groove. I can always do a groove. Well, what had happened was I was doing a lot of studio work, and then I put a studio in my basement here at home, and was working on different tracks with different artists. And a mutual friend, Steven, brought over Monica one day and said, "You remember Monica? You met her over the years." I said, yeah. Well, she claims she can sing the blues, and that's just how he put it, which is funny, right?
Was coming to receive my mutual friend, and they were writing a record, and they wanted backup singer. So I came over and was going to do some backup vocals for his pop record, and messed around a little bit, and he was like, I had a book of lyrics, which I almost always have something to write on, and he's like, what do you got in the book? And I'm like, well, I got lyrics for some stuff, and he's like, well, what do you got? I was like, pull one out, and I was like, well, play a 12-bar blues, pick any key, doesn't matter, and I'll just start singing.
And I immediately hear what I should be playing underneath of it, and we wrote a song called I Don't Need You, and it's on the first album we did together. Like on the spot, we recorded it, wrote it together, and next thing we know, it's like bang, we just started writing and working together, and then the quest came for she said, hey, you want to put a band together? I was like, you know what, yes. Yes, that sounds good. And I said, I know a drummer.
So he had been working with a drummer, Mike, on an Americana album with another artist, and he called him, asked him, let him listen to the music, and he was like, yeah, I want to be involved in this, I want to be on her record. Then I met Eric, my guitar player now, and I would drive up to his house in the middle of winter, and like 2 days a week, and we wrote multiple songs together, and we made videos and stuff like in his basement, and we were using a looping pedal, so we would lay down bass on a loop, and then I would sing, and then he would plug in the electric guitar, and he would play leads, and we'd video it, put it on YouTube. And then we wrote 3 solid songs together.
At that time, I was kind of engulfed in some recording projects, and I really wasn't active in this project at that time. But when I got the availability,
When Eric came, it was immediate. Like, all we had to do was say, it's in B flat, it's in F sharp, it's in this minor, this is how many bars, there's going to be a stop and go. And then it only took a few practices for us to learn the eye contact and the kind of whatever gesture.
well, I didn't get into music. Music got into me. Music for me isn't something that I do because I want to. I do it because I have to. It's just, I'm driven to do it. You know, there isn't anything I can do to not do it. When I was a kid, I probably would bang on pots and pans if it was near me, you know, no matter what. And, you know, like if I were to cut my hands off, I would play with my stumps. That's just, music is just something that I have to do. It's not really a choice for me.
I got into music pretty much. My father would say that I was singing in the womb. My parents love music. They're both from the Midwest. My grandparents were They sing, they play guitar. Most of them are from Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. And it's family getting together for pancake breakfast, and everybody's either in the living room or out on the front porch stomping on the floor and playing some sort of instrument.
Like just about everybody else, inspired by the Beatles. The songwriting, the craftsmanship, the energy. I was originally a guitar player, singer, songwriter guy. And I used to go to these jams on Market Street, and there would be 100 guitar players, handful of drummers, and no bass players. So it was a situation where I'd never get to play, because they would always, unless you were this flashy lead guitar player, you didn't get a chance to play. So one day a buddy of mine said, "Hey, why don't you try playing bass? You might enjoy it." So he handed me a bass guitar. I borrowed it. I went to the jam, ended up playing all day. I was like, this is great. And I fell in love with it. Something about it, just being in the engine room and anybody listening to this, support the local acts, because there's so much talent in Philadelphia. It's mind-blowing, the amount of talent that is in the area.
Make friends. If you want to be in this industry, you gotta put yourself out there, not only on stage, but you gotta support everybody else too. That's really important to me. I don't have a lot of free time right now, but every moment of time, I want to go out. I want to hang out and sit down and relax and smile and laugh and talk to people. It's the only way you can get insight about what's outside of your door and outside of your box.
Come out and see a show. You can only see live music when you actually go. If you want to support local music, just go. That's all you have to do. Just show up and be a person in the room. And you're going to find out that you were glad you went.
And like I said, the vibe out of Philly right now is good. It's very good. There's a whole wave of music coming out, and everybody seems to be in touch with it. And I think it's going to explode for people. I really do.
Well, this concludes our first season on Delaware Valley Original Music Showcase, and we want you to help us continue to support local music. If you know a band or you're in a band and you have a video and you want it to be put out there, contact us at the www.utsnetwork.com or on Facebook at the UTS Network. We also want to take the opportunity to say, if you don't have a video, well, don't worry. We can try and help you with that as well. But from everyone at the UTS Network, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in January. Prosit.